Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. Rolling into enemy territory. Hits the 20. There it is. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Set, ready.
On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Black, 90, ready.
Hubbard again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Black Ultra. Here we go, set. 50, green. Green Jack. Needle blue. Steel black.
Pass play now. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage. Defenders in the area, they still make the connection, Brock. It almost looked like it was just another throw on the practice field.
Yeah, this is how you just develop that just trust factor, that connection. We see it with QBs and tight ends, and the best of them make it look easy.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 2nd. Escapes the pocket. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Okay,
no connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Blue striker. Red, 38. Slide blue. Hut.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. It's in or no. They dropped another one. Kicks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Carolina in punt formation. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10.
Go.
Off the play fake, Milroe. Bails out of the pocket quick. Now he takes it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Chidobe Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Okay, ready?
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Warriors, here we go. Set. Back to 50. Back to 50. 18, Riley. 18.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Get some space around midfield. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Ready? 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready, ready?
Walker now from the gun. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes them. It's going to be third down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't hang on to the interception, but the momentum's still on the defensive side here ahead of this third down.
70 Timberwolves.
Here he goes, third and long. Drops back. Needs an open man.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Field goal attempt coming now from Younghoe Koo. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Koo able to put it through. And this one is center change. Couldn't have hit that much better.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind. You only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. Down the sideline inside the 40. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. First down now, ball at the 33. Here's a give to Hubbard. No one's around him. He's got space. Touchdown! Panthers start to fight back for their first points of this game. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Going after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game.
Panthers 7. Ryan Fitzgerald to kick off for Carolina.
Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Marvin Mims now to return it. This makes it up to the 25.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10.
19 left.
From the gun, Milrow. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. And he crosses the sideline a yard or two beyond, looks like the 30.
Look, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
This is Walker on second. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to first down, but instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy, and their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on third and short.
Don't be lying.
That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like the 40-yard line. They get 6 and a first down as well.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Headed out right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Loss on the play.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there's none to be had. No escape route available this time.
And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Yards on the play.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
Third down, line to gain 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. In the hands of his running back, Walker. And the hit is made, so they bent to the competition, but they didn't break Gronk as they force this fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got Smith and Jigba for the catch. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
As a quarterback, you just know in that situation when you go for it on fourth down, it may mean sometimes throwing into double coverage. But if you're going to go for it, at least give your guy a shot to make a play. And against really long odds, he came up with a big-time catch.
Nice cut back to the right side. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks keep their drive alive and reach Pater one play later. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Koo with the extra point. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10.
22 meters. Let's go. Ready.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. Still has some space inside the 35. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. Fitzgerald up and good on the PAT. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out.
Fix the Eagles! Fix the Eagles!
Milroe with it on first. He's got it deep downfield. Into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grow their lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Legets with a return here. And that's with a second off just beyond their own 20. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Let's go now. Set.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. They'll couple together a yard there. Tackled on that play by Isaiah Simmons. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Here we go. 6. Ready.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pass brought in by Tetairoa McMillan. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Counter play. Hubbard. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready. Ready. Yellow. 22. You. Yellow. Drill green. Ready.
Pass play coming here. Rolling into enemy territory. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. First down from the 42.
Here we go.
At the 42-yard line.
33. Yellow. Zoom black. 6. Mega. Set.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. Going all the way to the end zone here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. One after is good by Fitzgerald. And the Panthers cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Mims. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. First down throw here from Milroe. Chased out to his right. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go.
This quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it, 2nd and 10. This is brought in, big gain for Smith and Jigba. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Come on.
Milroe from the gun. Shakes himself free. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
A big loss on the play brings up 2nd down.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down.
18.
Looking to throw. Vacates quickly left side. He's going to keep it this time. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, set. Ready.
He'll throw it. He lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. This final shot of the half will not connect. It falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Okay, ready.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set. Black, 90 set.
Starting this third quarter, it's Hubbard. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, it's Hubbard. On the move, past the 40. There he goes again. And they take this in for the score. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers take a 4-point lead. Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Kent on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. New set of downs for him from the 31. Here's Milroe, 1st and 10. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Walker on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is he put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road for what looked like a very clean play.
It's caught by Elijah Arroyo. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that gives the Seahawks the first. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Panthers' 25-yard line.
To throw. Here's Milroe. It's dropped underneath. Walker. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 22. Tracked down by Robert Spillane.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Koo able to put it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And he's going to elect not to bring this one out. So no run back this time. We'll pick things up from the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard trying this up the gut. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
this offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Ready.
They run again with Hubbard. All right, short on marking for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard.
Green Jack, black 40. Red, yellow. Jack.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete. They titled up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end, and they give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Flushed out of the pocket. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. So they fire for the end zone on 1st down, Brock. I think a lot of folks probably assume after the incompletion it'd be a run here on 2nd and goal. What say you?
Yeah, I think you always got to be careful about assuming. As a fan, as a defensive coordinator, I think as an offense, you've worked on it all week, continue to get to the stuff you trust the most.
Walker. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Seahawks take a 3rd quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they beat the defense with the throw and get 2 following the touchdown. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. And off out of the pistol. Here's Hubbard. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And before he can reach the 1st, he's stopped. But this is close. Ball up to the 45-yard line.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. A big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. It's Panthers football, but their playoff run is in jeopardy. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Blue striker. Down. Set.
This time it's a passing play. Fits it through the middle. This is going to take him into the red zone. He's down to the 16-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock. So unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Ready. Ready.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. So we have to pause here. Team officials saw what we did. We've got a Seahawk that is injured out there. They're going to tend to him now. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Set,
Here's Hubbard on the give. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Come on, set. 50, green. Yellow, zoom. Rail, yellow. Drill, green. Hut, hut.
To the air on 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up. Big field goal try coming up here for Ryan Fitzgerald. This will be around a 33-yarder for him. Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Buying some time left. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the 1st down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Seattle.
Sending the tight end in motion left. 1st down, play action. Looking to his fullback now. And they bring him down around the 34.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time when Bo Schembechler were asked him when he was a head coach. You have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. And you're going to be just fine.
Hand off to Walker from the gun. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down, and they go right back to it. He's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
First down.
To the left, he's got a roll. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Milroe's going to sneak it. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
That's all you can really expect from the sneak, Kate. 1, maybe a couple yards. So in that way, their job was executed. But the play call, that leaves me and I think many scratching our heads.
To the goal line, but he won't reach it. So defense keeps him out and forces 3rd and goal.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes it.
That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now lead by 10. Coup on now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks drive their lead to 11. On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Legets with a return here. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
First down 10 at their own 37-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Set, ready. Yellow, 43. Cut.
Throwing now off the play action. He put everything he had into this one. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. The rookie from Georgia has it. And the Seahawks are stopped on the return just shy of their own 35. New set of downs for him from the 31. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. Up and ahead in the right direction and save this drive early. Here's 2nd and 13. They kick the running back in motion. They give here to the motion man. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Puts everything he has under this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Drake London. And that brings up 4th and long. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He's got this at the 27. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Field, black. Ready?
Back to work after throwing the pick. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
You know what I like about this shot down the field, Kate? It keeps a defense honest. They know defensively, if we overcommit, we could get burned deep.
On the move, headed right. Cuffs, this is Xavier Legette. And he's taken down at the 30. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's good for a Panthers first down.
Now looking to throw. Sends this to the end zone. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And he'll be taken down on the edge of his own end zone at the 2.
You know, sometimes it just feels like the opposing coaches are sitting right inside your skull. They read the call and were set up perfectly to counter it.
And the Seahawks get a hold of the kick. That should just about do it for this game.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Now design run. Here's Monroe. So the Seahawks take this one on the road. And you never want to count out those wild card teams once the postseason begins, right? We've seen a few go on magical runs before, and they've officially begun theirs here, fighting their way to next week's divisional round games. With Brock Huard and our entire